A big question that I get asked is what updates do I want to see in emergency response at Liberty County? Well, I don't really know how to answer that question, so in this video I'm going to be going through and talking about what I think ERLC could look like in the next year, in the next 365 days, and for 2024, what I think could be added and what it can look like and how much can change in that amount of time. If you do enjoy this video, quite an interesting one, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe. Check out everything else from the description as well, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is a bigger map. Now, aside from this year's summer update, the one we had just a couple of weeks or months ago now, I'm not quite sure, I think that a map expansion is always going to be a thing we get pretty much every year. I mean, for the last, 3 years, except from this year, excluding this year, we have had a map expansion every summer update, and I think this summer update this year was a bit disappointing, but I think that just means next year is going to be something even more awesome, something better than any of us have ever expected. So I think a bigger map is definitely something on the horizon that we can all look forward to in ERLC in the next year. Obviously, this is a very long time in advance. Some of these updates, even if the developers are planning on adding them, they probably haven't even started developing yet, because this is just a big broad idea of what games are going to be like in 2024 and what I think ERLC could implement to their game to make them like the other big games on Roblox. So yes, that definitely starts with a bigger map, and my car is stuck. Great. And I think something else to add on to that is more ways of transport. So I don't mean like planes. I think planes is something that we are never going to get in ERLC. Despite what happens, I think it's likely we're never going to get them. If we do get them, that's absolutely awesome, but it's something that is a bit ridiculous for ERLC, so I don't think that's ever going to be an option. But I think trains could definitely be something very awesome. So trains definitely could be an option to be added for 2024. I mean, we kind of had a couple of leaks about trains for ERLC kind of this year, however we haven't got any, and I doubt we'll get any now kind of for a long time, because there's not going to be any major updates in the near future unless they're planning something really big that we just don't know about. I'm not sure, but I think if we are kind of hoping for trains, I think it will probably be sort of next year that we get trains. So I think trains will be really cool. Obviously it brings loads more features. We can have robberies, a new way of transport, loads more better roleplay. You can go travel across the map in a different way, which will be more fun, and yeah, loads more roleplay can be created by adding trains to the game. So as well as trains, I think more cars. This is obviously always going to happen. We're always just going to get more and more vehicles added to ERLC. It's just going to happen. There's just going to be more vehicles added, loads and loads of vehicles per year. Some get removed, some get updated, some completely new vehicles as a whole, but I think that one's fairly self-explanatory. And along with cars and vehicles, I think Teslas and semi-truck are definitely something that's possible as well. We have all these warehouses now. Obviously for a warehouse you do need like big trucks and things, so I think definitely in the future that's something we can never say no to. And obviously Teslas as well, we've kind of had loads of leaks and different hints and teasers towards Teslas in ERLC, so again I think that is something that is definitely on the horizon. Teslas and maybe semi-trucks as well, but I think Teslas are definitely something to get excited for in ERLC as well. As well as that, I think we could have more building interiors, so more jobs. Maybe a building like this can be converted into something you can go inside. Maybe a building like this, I know for the summer update a lot of people were kind of hinting towards this having some kind of update, but then we also have buildings like this one just here. This building is the only building that has not been updated in the map for a very long time. We've had like 3 remaps of the city. The buildings have been completely redesigned. This building, however, is the only one that has stayed the same the whole entire time, so I think they're definitely working or planning on something big to go here. What it could be, I'm not sure. Judging by what it looks like now, possibly hotels, apartments, things like that. I think that could look really nice, and definitely a nice feature again for more roleplay and more features in the game. So yeah, that's definitely something we can expect. And more building interiors across the place as well. Maybe these warehouses just have some kind of job or something you can do inside them, or even just the ability to go inside them itself for a bit of extra roleplay. Again, I think that would be pretty cool. Then we have more roleplay jobs as well, so obviously with building interiors it becomes more jobs. Maybe a hotel like I just spoke about, and all these warehouses, you could get more roleplay jobs inside of them as well. And now the last two are kind of a little bit more unique ones. So I think better graphics could be something that we can look forward to. So what I mean by this is not just more kind of Roblox looking graphics. I think graphics like things that are sort of like that new roleplay game right now, Lore Country Studios. I'm sure many of you know what Lore Country Studios is. If you don't, I've done a very cool video on that. You can check that out on my channel. I called it like the ultra realistic, most realistic Roblox game. Search that in, search AmazePlays, and you'll find that video really easily. Lore Country Studios is kind of like a completely different idea taken on how roleplay games are and how they work. It's a really unique game. It has incredible graphics unlike anything Roblox has ever seen before in a roleplay game, and the features as well are just really nice for Roblox. So I think games should take inspiration off of Lore Country Studios, and I definitely don't think that it's something to put past the ERLC developers either. Again, it's one of them things where I always look at it as if, why would they not? Why is there a reason for them not to add better graphics? Now, you could say, yes, definitely lag will be a big feature about adding better graphics and more kind of reflections and rays and things like that, and just using Roblox's new graphical features that they seem to be adding every single year. Again, there's no real reason for them not to. It's the same with most of these features. There's not really any disadvantages to them, and in fact there's only advantages. It's just a matter of time for when they get around to doing that feature specifically, because there's not too many developers for the game. And then finally, more calls and the use of AI. So if you don't know, we do have quite a few things to do with AI in ERLC now. So we have the kind of medics. Oh my gosh, what happened to my game there? My internet is so bad today. We have the use of the medics on the fire department team, where you can kind of go out to AI people that are injured. As well as that, we do have the whole thing about like AI scenes. So you can have like a bridge collapse, tunnel collapse, gas station fire, big major server callouts. And a lot of them we have kind of AI cars that have crashed. We have AI people that are injured, and I think a lot more kind of AI people can be kind of walking around, and NPC kind of things where we can have, you know, like a lot more people in game. So maybe just people walking around. Maybe we can have like NPC/AI cars driving around the map. I think that would be really cool. It might cause a few problems, but definitely a feature that would be quite awesome to see in ERLC. So I'd love to hear what you think about all of these in the comments below. Some of them are quite a bit extreme, for example the one about cars driving around the map. However, some of them are a lot more realistic and things we definitely could actually be seeing get added to the game. Let me know what you think about these in the comments. Let me know what you want to see added to ERLC, and let me know what updates you think are going to come in the very near future. Please like, subscribe if you did enjoy. Check out everything else from the description. Join all of my servers, follow all of my social medias, and check out channel memberships. But yeah, please like, subscribe if you did enjoy, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.